Hi everyone, welcome back to Semi-Intelligence. This is the Sci-Fi MQ podcast, which will update once a fortnight with different guests and different topics of sci-fi up for discussion in each new episode. So I'm Zian and I'm on the planning team for Sci-Fi MQ, and learning from my mistake last episode, I'll introduce my table mates more thoroughly this time. So I'm joined by Matt, who is the president and founder of Sci-Fi MQ. So
hi.
And I'm also joined by Anna, who is also on the planning team for Sci-Fi MQ and is the producer for all the podcasts that we do. So, you know, if you don't like anything, please blame her.
Oh, gosh. Hi guys. As Zion said, I'm Anna and I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Arts, double majoring in Modern History and Ancient History at Macquarie University.
Yay, another art student. Yay.
Yay.
Okay. So this episode we're going to be doing something a bit different, and it's going to be one of our hidden gems episodes. So this is something that we do every month, well, we try to do every month, and where we recommend a hidden or not particularly well-known series to the rest of the society. It was like going to originally be called Wreck of the Month, but Matt thought that sounded like we were going to rant about a series and not particularly good, so yeah. Anyway.
Such a perfectionist.
I know.
I don't remember criticizing it that way.
And today's recommendation is going to be Westworld.
Yay!
Yay, Westworld!
So,
is it going to be a spoiler episode?
Oh yeah. There's probably going to be mild spoilers.
Yeah,
mild spoilers. Anyway, I'm gonna say on the offset that I actually haven't watched it, so.
For shame.
Yeah, they're gonna try to convince me to watch it, so yeah.
Okay, so we can't give you the big spoilers, but we'll give you enough to try and convince you to watch it.
Okay, yeah,
sounds
sure.
good.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, can you give me a little bit of background? Well, you kind of talked about it last week, but I guess can you tell me more about the characters and the plot, maybe?
I don't actually remember what we did last week, which was really on Tuesday, wasn't it? Oops. Yeah, you're gonna cut that out. Yeah, so there are these. It's like your typical American thing. There's this big rich family and stuff, and then basically, all the stuff that happens in the episodes is kind of like a big. It's like a backdrop of this family dispute that earns a lot of money.
Right.
And,
so is it like your typical nuclear family kind of thing?
No, it's not a nuclear family thing
no.
at all. It's like this big rich. It's almost like an analogy for royalty. I'll just close this. It's almost like an analogy for royalty. There's this big powerful family, and
they're playing politics with stuff.
I don't know. It's not. It's like.
Are you describing Game of Thrones or Westworld? I thought Westworld was about an amusement park that housed IA robots.
AI robots, yeah, but it's an amusement park. But if you kind of have a look at the characters, they own the company that runs the thing, and then
most of the characters, some of them.
Yeah.
Oh, you better introduce some of the characters, I guess. Yeah. So I have a spreadsheet here, kind of a Word document provided by our fabulous
oh my
producer.
God, I don't actually remember all the character names.
So Dolores, Maeve, is that
Maeve?
Maeve, sorry.
Okay, that's the black lady.
Yeah, there's
African American lady.
Yeah, there's Bernard, Teddy, Black, and Ford. Yeah.
Teddy's another
He's
black dude.
played by James Marsden, as some might know as Cyclops from the X-Men films.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy. Oh yeah.
He's the one who dies every single episode.
Yeah.
And gets reanimated at the end of it because he's a robot.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you got Hannibal Lecter and
Hannibal Lecter.
Ford.
Oh, that's
who is
Ford.
Played by Anthony Hopkins,
who
right,
yeah.
is most known as Hannibal Lecter.
I thought of Mads Mikkelsen. I'm he's in there.
Oh no, not the new Hannibal, the old one.
Yeah.
So
and then you've also got that cowboy guy. What's his name?
Logan?
Was it Logan? Okay.
Logan. A cross promotion.
No, not the same. Logan.
Yeah, we did mention X-Men.
But I was guessing more the characters, the interaction, the relationships kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You won't really appreciate it fully, of course, unless you actually watch the thing, because there are a lot of nuances in there that turns into lots of mind blown moments. if you actually understood the whole web of the relationships and
Right.
things. But yeah, Bernard.
I won't explain more.
This
about it.
is a mild spoiler
Mild
thing.
spoilers. I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
mention.
If it's not the season finale or whatever, then you can spoiler it, I guess.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
people are warned. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go ahead
Yeah,
if you want.
yeah, but not as after all this time.
Oh what?
Have you watched?
yeah, I've seen the whole thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Um,
So
That's a pretty big spoiler, though. We should cut that
I
out.
know that is a pretty huge spoiler.
is
Yeah,
that
that's
the
like
season finale
all the
spoiler?
Well, it's like the
towards
penultimate
end.
episode,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's cut that out.
Yeah,
Cool.
But now it's ruined for you.
yeah. Sorry.
There's like three big kind of spoilers, identity reveal kind of things there, because there are situations that they mess around with time there a little bit as well. So some of the stuff they show in the episodes don't necessarily
Is
like
it?
they don't tell you it's a flashback, but it's a flashback.
It's a flash. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's a kind of like a mild spoiler.
I thought it was
But-
gonna be when you said mess with time. I was like Doctor Who.
No, it's not really a Doctor Who thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's not that complicated. So they're kind of just stuck in a single timeline.
It's
and
just,
they're dealing with robots.
Subtle directing tricks that like make the audience think that they're in the same timeline, but like
Right.
some audience members are a little bit more clever, and they have like fan
Like-
theories
like yourself?
online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While, like I was actually quite impressed when I was like looking for things to explain what the fuck I just saw.
Right.
And
Like,
then-
Wait, wait.
like Sherlock, kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
And it kind of reminds me of the Days of Lost, that island drama where people were stranded on a mysterious island, and
Mm-hmm.
every single week there'd be a ton of theories that would come up online.
Or
and-
like who died, who ran
or, like,
away, or something.
what is with the smoke monster and all that.
Oh.
But like, getting back to Westworld, yeah, Westworld kind of reminds me of Lost in that fan theory
Right.
way.
So I guess okay, since you described it using another series, I was kind of wondering, if you could, I guess, what is this mashup of? Because I know it's like Western, but is there anything in particular, maybe even an episode of a series that you can think of that can kind of describe it?
Maybe like one of the Data episodes from Star Trek.
Oh,
'Cause,
wait,
like-
the Western ones.
Oh well, that's
His
the Western
favourite
part.
ones.
The theme, the overarching theme here is basically the rights of sentient artificial beings. So like it's like that episode where Picard like went on trial and stuff to try and save
Oh,
Data's life
and-
because like
and-
is
yeah.
he property? Is he blah blah blah?
Right.
And it's basically this is that's to me this is
But it's
basically
not
what the
that
theme of
boring.
the whole series. What? That's boring.
No, it's not. Okay.
It's like the most inspiring thing ever.
It is. I cried at the end, but like during the episode itself, yeah.
It's like a trial. It's like a
Yeah, it's like an actual court trial.
Yeah, but like Picard did a good job of speaking.
Yeah, he did.
I love Picard. Like, oh yeah, we do have a Picard kind of character in here, like bald dude guy.
The bald dude.
I
What's
guess
his
it-
name?
What dude?
The dude that we can't actually name. Like
The
what's-
Man in Black.
Yeah, what's the actor's name? Fuck. What
Ed Harris.
is it? Yeah, Yeah, Ed Harris. Is that his name?
Man
Yeah.
in Black.
Yeah.
Ed Harris. Yep.
Did they give him a name in the series?
Yeah, it
Logan?
turns out
Oh.
he was
Oh no, you can't say that.
yeah yeah I can't.
Is this kind of gonna be like a kind of X-Files review kind of thing?
Huh?
Like, you know how in
Uh,
X-Files there's like agents and stuff that come out and help Mulder, etc., but we don't know who they really are,
I
etc.
haven't seen X-Files.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen the latest X Files
Okay,
either.
no, I'm talking about like Krychek and stuff like that. You know how we didn't really know who he was, and then
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I'm the kind of guy like the only series that I really know well, like where I kind of attach names to characters, like proper names to characters, is probably Star Trek or maybe Doctor Who. The rest is like yeah, because I'm like the kind of guy that would call like William Wallace Braveheart or like, although I just mentioned William fucking Wallace's name, so I kind of like okay Gladiator. I'd call Gladiator.
Okay.
So going back to the Man in Black, yeah, his
Yeah.
identity remains like kind of a mystery throughout most of the season. I'll leave it to that. I won't spoil
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I guess going on to like the fan theories and stuff. So I guess that's like a huge twist kind of thing. So what are the more, I guess, bizarre fan theories you guys have seen, maybe, or the most interesting without too much spoilers? Like, because fan theories aren't like real. So
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
have you guys seen?
Well, it's
any?
mainly to do with the Man in Black.
Okay.
And Dolores. I've seen a
Yeah.
fan theory around Dolores that turned out to be true.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, so some of the fan theories are actually more accurate than we think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when you guys say fan theories, I kind of think like
This was
Sherlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not a Sherlock.
Yeah. Because I was thinking more like, oh, how did he survive the jump and etc.
Well,
But,
fan theories are kind of different depending on like certain shows.
Yeah,
so
like,
it
yeah,
depends
I
on
know,
the
I know,
show.
yeah.
Like,
You know, I almost wonder if they kind of like just unofficially released it. Like the people that actually post this stuff is actually their writers.
Oh. And it's
like,
like a
'cause it's just-
marketing thing?
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah?
Because it just timed really well.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't have been able to watch it because it was like an HBO, so I was able to watch it because of iTunes.
Right.
I was able to watch it via some less than legal means.
Say that.
Cut that out.
They're gonna get you.
Yeah.
Just say through other means.
I've managed to watch it through other means.
I'll beep the part where you...
Yeah, do that.
So yeah.
But I thought like if they were releasing that just before the episodes were released, that would really make it. I think that would make it.
That would
really
hype
good
it up
marketing.
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess I was also gonna ask about like the arcs. So can you give me like some, is this going to be a season arc thing? Is it like more episodal?
No, it's more like an overarching.
Yeah, there's
Right.
a big
Yeah.
massive season arc.
I wouldn't
Right.
say that it's more a procedural type of show. It's more serialized, meaning that you have to watch every single episode to
Oh.
actually understand what's
Oh,
going on in the
so
bigger
like,
picture.
what's it called, Mr. Robot or whatever?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Girl, you have great taste.
Thank you.
You should
Is
do.
that going to be another episode?
Yeah.
I
Mr.
don't know.
Robot?
I don't know. We're pretty full at the moment. So yeah, I was also going to ask back onto the script. How does it stand up to other past sci-fi shows and like current ones? So how would you rank it in?
Oh, I wouldn't.
Or
I
could you
hate
compare
ranking.
it? Oh no.
Oof.
Yeah.
So
I don't watch a lot of like hardcore sci-fi shows like Star Trek or Battlestar Galactica, so I'll leave it to you when it comes to that.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't really want to rank it in that sense because
is it different? Like totally different from other stuff?
Well, like if you look at Star Trek, for example, it's very conscious about itself. It's like
It takes itself kind of seriously.
yeah, and it's also like 400 years into the future, blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah,
yeah.
and it's very clearly not in our context.
Right.
So
But it does, like
it tries to relate back to you,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like it sets you in a futuristic context, so like it's able to explore other things without too much controversy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Whereas with Westworld, I'd say it's maybe like 20, 30 years into the future. So like it's much more relevant. Like they still wear the same kinds of clothes, and
okay.
you could.
They also have a
yeah.
pretty good grasp of their history if they manage to get the Western setting pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Right.
So like it's
So
also
it could be like-
future. It's in the future, but it's in the past. But it's like oh. But it's kind of cool in that sense because it's like it's moving it back and forth. But it's always like if I compare it to Star Trek. Star Trek had this sort of socialist utopia kind of world, whereas this
Not
one
really.
is-
Like if you see Deep Space Nine, you'd be like,
I don't count Deep Space Nine. DS9 is stupid.
"What? Why? I loved it.
I just like the
loved
battle
it
scenes,
so much."
but like DS9, like the whole war thing and the politics thing.
No, I really liked it because of the whole war thing
Oh,
and the
really?
politics. Yeah, it was
Oh.
pretty different from like TNG and TOS and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I really like the contrast.
It's much
'cause-
more gritty.
Yeah, and it's much more real, like a realistic sense of
Yeah.
of where we're going. Maybe.
I want to be more hopeful than that, but that's the biggest contrast that I saw because it's like very like capitalist themes are just all over the place. This is a
Yeah.
theme park that only very rich
So
people can
is
get
this
into.
gonna be like
And,
DS9?
Not really because there's not really a big like political war thing happening.
Right.
It's just like big personalities within this company fighting each other,
Right.
and then you've got these people inside the theme park, and then you've got the things following the lives of these little robots.
Yeah, it's very layered. There's like
Yeah.
we're following around a lot of characters, kind of like Game of Thrones.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say that Westworld sets itself apart from like other sci-fi shows
Right.
because it's kind of mainstream.
Yeah.
It was received with a positive reception right out of the gate.
Right.
Yeah.
From fans and from critics.
Definitely, yeah.
Right. So then, is it different because of the Western thing, or is it different because it
think
presents a
There's so
different?
many
I think it's
things,
because of the HBO factor and all of that. Because
Right.
Game of Thrones was around 1-2 seasons from finishing off, and they developed Westworld with the intention of
filling in
filling
the space,
in the space
right.
up for Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Oh,
as
that's their Game of Thrones replacement.
yes,
So
exactly.
is the funding like really high?
Yes, I assume so. Given the special effects and the aesthetics of the whole show,
Okay.
of the settings, of the costumes, of basically everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't notice too many special effects opportunities, but like maybe they hit it inside that's just so good that I can't really
Yeah.
tell.
The prosthetics and the makeup department.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I just like hear it mentioned and stuff, like even on like award shows and stuff, they might draw references. I don't know. I'm probably like the only one here that actually watches award shows, but
it's, I do too. Yeah, it's definitely different from the other sci-fi shows that we've mentioned because it has like gotten nominated for Golden Globes, I assume, and the Emmys, and that's like a pretty big distinction.
Yeah.
It's
Star Trek got nominated too, and won some as well.
It's been 50 years.
Yeah.
50 years.
Yeah,
that's my benchmark for sci-fi.
So getting back to my point about Westworld,
Back on script. Yeah.
It's definitely a good step towards sci-fi shows getting more recognition in the mainstream via awards shows and critical reception due to
Okay, so because when I watch shows and stuff, I'm more interested in maybe like the overarching themes and like its environment.
Yeah.
So you were talking about how there were these big personalities battling out in this capitalist market. So
yeah, like there's like one sort of story arc where it follows a couple of young bucks, and like one of them is like married to the sister, and like and then the dad of the family is like the owner of this big company, and they're kind of just investigating Westworld to try and see if they can buy a stake into it, like see if it's like there's anything to this company. And I like it can get I think they handle that pretty well because like you can.
It's not too dull. It's not.
Yeah, because that kind of direction is can get pretty boring. It's like shares accounting.
Shares accounting.
Yeah, all that's
so exciting.
But there's definitely that sort of that masculine power play between the two, and I guess that's kind of cool, I guess, to see because I don't really have that within myself.
That doesn't really show up in sci-fi stuff because sci-fi usually presents like a pretty
higher level ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, this show isn't like purely sci-fi. I mean, there are some Western themes.
It's definitely a drama.
There are some like old spaghetti Western films that have been integrated into Westworld. As for example, there was a scene of Jimmy Simpson's character. William, when he was about to enter Westworld for the first time, he had a choice to choose between the white hat and the black hat.
Is this the red pill and the blue pill?
Something like that. And and going back to old Western movies, usually the bad guy was the black hat and the good guy was the white hat. So the Western themes is integrated in that scene.
Okay.
Okay, cool, interesting.
Yeah.
Matt learned something.
Speaking of the mixing of the modern and the old. I like how like there's a piano like in the bar that you get in.
Right.
It just keeps playing modern songs, but like in like
they
the
had some really great musical covers. And that like.
So they didn't have to pay royalty.
Really? They don't.
I don't know.
I think they still do.
Okay.
Yeah, it reminds me of the opening title sequence for Westworld. It is just mind blowing. Yeah, the title sequence.
Okay.
Yeah. I just love the music.
Yeah, how is it? Oh, you mean the music, or do you
the
mean
music
the
and like the opening title sequence? It's like akin to that of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys keep on talking about how like many characters there are, but I guess one of the things that kinda puts me off some stuff, like like maybe Game of Thrones, I haven't watched it because of the big cast, and there's so many faces to recognize, there's so many names to remember.
I think the biggest star there is probably Sir Anthony Hopkins. But the rest of them, they're kind of like not really huge. Maybe like that Harris dude, but
they're well known, but they're not as huge as Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah,
of course.
It's like the only knight there.
Right.
We have Evan Rachel Wood as Dolores. Like some people might know her from 90s films, And we have James Marsden, known from as Cyclops from the X-Men films.
I wouldn't say he's still as. But so like it's not really a star. Like they're all competent, I think, in their acting. But yeah, it's not. It's really more about the story. So I guess from this, hopefully, they'll become big stars coming out of the movie. I mean, coming out of the series. Yeah.
So, like I said, I haven't really done my homework on this. Maybe that's why some people won't like this podcast. But I guess to you guys, like Anna, do you want to like discuss anything in particular, like regarding the thing? Is there any discourse you want to share? Because I guess with the shows that I really like, I like to get into the discussion bit, like, you know, maybe have it out with another fan who thinks it differently. But, you know, is there anything you want to like discuss? Anything about a character or a plot point, or maybe even an episode?
I like that there are some symbolism to other books and films in Westworld. Like
there's like real life references.
No, as in just some kind of nice parallels. Like for instance, the character of Dolores, like she's seen throughout like a quarter of the series wearing a blue dress, and she has blonde hair, and that kind of reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, and that nicely parallels her Dolores' journey throughout the season.
Is her storyline similar?
Yeah, she's not literally going down the rabbit hole, but like metaphorically she kind of is, because she's throughout the whole season she's finding herself, and she's trying to, in a essence, wake up from the daily turnover of the amusement park, like
all of us,
like all the other sentient robots in the amusement park. Yeah,
it's kind of like the Matrix, but like the robots are the humans or something. Because they're not. So the robots in the park think they're people, but they don't know.
Oh no! What?
That's
so sad. What the fuck? You didn't tell me this.
It's because they're designed that way so they can interact with the guests.
No.
The guests are also called the hosts, right? So,
the hosts are called the robots.
The robots are called the hosts. And that's kind of like a bit of a euphemism, I guess, because like when you say host, they're kind of like a host in some kind of a hotel or something.
Yeah,
like
a host club or something.
Yeah, so that's the imagery that I had in my head.
Well, there could be like another meaning to the word host, as in they have control of their own actions, which in this case the hosts don't.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
It's kind of like a host of a spirit or something, or like a...
I'm just thinking of that Vulcan thing again, you know, when...
Katra?
Yeah. Katra. Oh no, not again.
No. Yeah, well, I think for the thing is, it's mostly just about, like, the dispersibility of sentience and stuff.
Oh my
god.
Yeah. Okay, I might actually watch this. It's very grim and it's like very up my nose.
I'm so happy that we've got you on board.
Well, the thing is, like, it's kind of designed as a like I was saying in the previous episode of our podcast. Like, it's a theme park where rich people can just come in and just do anything. They can kill anyone, sleep with anything.
Which is pretty realistic.
Like in real life. But
in real life.
But there's no legal consequences because they're just playing, just playing around with robots.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like So if you can imagine someone acting like that in the real world, they'd get arrested and they'd be put into the jail because they're acting. Really? What? Come on! Like you don't have a rich guy going in the streets of like in Oxford Street, just shooting dudes in the head. And
you know, Donald Trump promised that he was like, if I went onto 4th and Main Street or whatever and shot someone, I wouldn't be arrested.
Let's not mention politics.
But he's not actually he's actually not done that, and if he were to do that, he'd go to jail.
Were there also like white supremacist dudes who like killed people and then they didn't go to jail? Anyway,
you think that you're okay?
But like it's more like in this situation, I guess it's more blatant than that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cut this whole thing out.
Oh no, I want to.
Okay, sorry, yeah, Matt, yeah,
cool.
Go.
So so then what happens is they shoot this robot in the head, and then because they're robots, they'd get taken back into the workshop and then get repaired, and they'd be put back into the show. I mean, put back into
the show. I think that's a good analogy though, like into the show.
Yeah. But because
a circus show.
So yeah, and then the main problem happens is that sort of grinds up against the fact that they've designed these robots so well to be able to interact with the guests that they're kind of rubbing up against the point where they're becoming conscious, and then maybe it's like is maybe it's not quite right that we hurt them and then kill them every day.
I think that's why like I like it, because Data is like my favorite character,
Yeah.
and like, you know, synthetic robots or whatever, I
Yeah.
really like them.
Yeah.
And then the whole conscious thing. But I guess I just found it like really sad how they think like they're real but they're not.
That
Like,
was one of the things that like stood out alarmingly to me when I
Right.
watched the first episode.
But
Like,
maybe they are real. Like
Yeah.
what makes us any more real than they are?
do they think they're human though? Or?
Yeah, they think
Yeah.
they're human.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean by real. Like they think they're human, but they're not. They might be real in the sense they have maybe consciousness, but like they're not human.
Yeah, but like, you know, what's this construct of being human? We just
I guess
it's just
to
something that we
I
made
guess
up
to them
ourselves.
it has a value.
I don't know. To me, it doesn't have a value. It's just something. It's just something that we ourselves, as you know, biological beings.
this is
with
a
certain
very
intelligence.
philosophical show now that I realize it. Yeah.
It
It
is.
makes us think a lot. I like this show.
Yeah, I love shows like
Good
this.
plug on our own show.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are you talking about Westworld or this one? Oh, cool, both. Let's say both.
Okay, this is not Westworld anymore. Not Westworld, as in we're not gonna talk about the plot, but like I was thinking, because I guess in the show, like what you're describing, like in the show, the robots think they're human, so I guess they place a value in being human
Yeah.
or being part of humanity.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
different from being real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if they think they're human, that makes them human. Like, 'cause that, you know, that expression, I think, therefore I am, and that's pretty much why we think we're anything special in this universe at all.
We're probably not though.
It does raise up the question of like free will when it comes
Oh,
to
yeah, I
don't
robots and their own sense of agency.
Yeah. He wants to... Like, no one here has played Soma, so we can't talk about it. Maybe we'll talk about it in another episode.
Oh my god.
Stop interrupting!
Who's there? It's a ghost. There's no one there. No one called Jason here. You'll see Jason next episode. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So yeah, free will. Sorry, before we got distracted by a person not called Jason.
that isn't here.
Yeah, so I mentioned before that free will is a major component of the show because we're essentially focusing on the lives of robots. And
As opposed to humans.
yes,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
they have the right to free will? Do more?
Do they even have the capacity for free
Yeah.
will because
Right.
we program them?
Yeah.
But I think it kind of just goes back up to us as well. Like, how much of our actions is actually free will and not really based on like genetic predispositions?
Oh,
And,
There's like fate and stuff as well.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah.
fate
Oh.
and destiny.
Well, Michael, if we had Michael, he might talk about how like in physics there is this theory that everything that has been and everything that will be and everything that was and everything that is kind of like already there.
Yeah.
So
I know, but he's not here, so.
it's kind of like just looking at all of space, time, and existence as like one
Yeah.
big, like predestined, like blob thing, and
That's-
what we're doing is we're just going through it.
That's kind of like Doctor Who.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like fixed points in time.
Yeah.
But like in Doctor Who, you get like wibbly wobbly
Yeah.
type bits that kind of can
That
still
can't-
change.
Yeah,
But there's also like fixed points in time.
for
and like,
artistic purposes.
yeah. But like anyway, like we won't turn this into a physics lesson. But there is that.
Oh, I'm already bored.
No.
Physics. I'm an art student, just to remind you guys.
Yeah.
I am too, but you know.
Science is just another kind of art, by the way.
Oh no! Now you're gonna piss me off. What the heck?
It is though, like, because in the old universities, like the very first universities, everything was just one thing.
Don't say
And it was-
that. Science is science.
Science
Let me
is science.
just.
Let's not confuse it any more than it is.
Yeah, please
Confusing.
do not. Yeah, don't shout at us.
Yeah, the sciences came out from the arts, though. That's just history.
Okay, back on script. So, I guess closing question ish would be, how did you guys get into the show? Like, did you see an ad or maybe someone wrecked it to you? Wrecked it, like
Yeah,
recommended
wrecked. Yeah, someone wrecked it to me. Yeah.
Okay.
I saw a trailer on YouTube and I was hooked, despite the fact that I hardly watch any HBO shows besides Game of Thrones.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought that the Western setting appealed to me a lot, and the
cool.
sci-fi hook kind of
Oh,
made it more
cool.
interesting. And I thought, this is an interesting mashup of
'Cause
genres.
I guess my misconception, about Western like films and movies and whatever films and movies, films and
TV series.
would be that they're like, it's just one storyline. You
Yeah.
can't get that much deviation from that one thing. Good guy wins, bad guy dies, kind of thing.
Well,
Yeah.
like I said before, like Westworld kind of subverts those and plays with those Western tropes.
Right.
I guess.
Oh, speaking of good guy, bad guy, like throughout the episode, I was assigning good guy and bad guy things to certain characters, and then like there'd be episodes after that, and it's like, oh, maybe he's not such a bad guy.
See,
And
it's so much more complex. Like
Yeah.
every character they're in shades of, they operate by shades of grey. It's not
Yeah.
all black and white.
But and it goes back and forth. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
he's a bad guy. Oh no, he's not. Oh wait, he is not.
There's
No.
there's
I
like
guess it also challenges your the concept of good and bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like within yourself. So philosophical.
Every character has the specific motives behind
That's why
their
I love
actions.
sci-fi so much.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
exactly,
It's
exactly.
not purely emotional, like as opposed to other shows.
Yeah.
Other types of genre.
Yeah.
Bit
Well, okay. I don't know if there's going to be a trivial thing, since I don't know if this is trivial. Let's just say that. But I was just wondering what your favorite thing in the show is, whether it's a character, whether it's a plot point, episode-ish. So I guess people who've seen it can comment on our Facebook page, but people who haven't, I guess what you're looking forward to, because we've said some things in the podcast, and if you find them interesting, just comment and be like, oh, this drew me into the show or whatever, and that would be cool. So I guess what about you, Matt?
Yeah, mainly robots.
Mainly
Because like we were talking about AI and shit, like in the last episode.
last week, of course, last week.
and this show kind of shows you that it's a place where you got to the point where you've gone past the uncanny valley, and then every single one of these robots can pass the Turing test, and they've got like proper skins on the outside
Because they're played by actors.
yeah, they're not actual robots. But yeah, so like I thought that was kind of really interesting. I guess the other thing that's slightly boring for people, but interesting to me, was the whole like capitalism, political.
Yeah,
type
that's for me
overtones.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But somehow you don't like Deep Space Nine.
Oh no, I just don't like the fact that it's like putting the Federation in like not such a angelic light. Yeah.
I like that though, because it
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of like the US and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the Federation is the U.S., but like I guess it's an American show, so they would do that. Wouldn't
Yeah.
They?
Anyway, this is about Westworld. What about you, Anna?
I mainly liked the Western and sci-fi mashup. Like,
Right.
as a fan of historical
yeah.
dramas.
Right? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You do history, right?
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. I love Vikings and Game of Thrones
Yeah.
and Black Sails and Outlander. So of course, this show, that was like one of the main reasons why I loved this show, because it was an interesting mashup of genres that you wouldn't expect to intersect.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
in this time and age, creativity is running dry in Hollywood, and so
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
they're
So the history is pretty accurate then, like from.
from like the costumes and the
Yeah,
saloons.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Since I don't watch a lot of westerns,
From
but
your professional point of view.
yeah, I'd say that it looks pretty accurate to me. I haven't seen like a single episode of Deadwood, but from what I've seen like some snippets of like old spaghetti westerns. I'd say that it looks pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if we've convinced you guys to watch it, but
Did we convince you to watch it?
yeah.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
Yay.
Our work has been done for the day.
They've convinced me, but I don't know about you guys. Hopefully we didn't like break the show for you guys, or we didn't spoil anything too big. But yeah, I hope you guys check it out, because they seem very keen for me to. And yeah, so also I guess you guys can interact with us and comment on our Facebook page about the trivial questions, so what you like about it, or if or when you're gonna get into it. And yeah, you get free points. Yay!
Yay.
Oh, and just a note for people who have seen the show. Season
Oh yeah,
2.
don't spoiler it for
Oh,
other
when's
people.
season 2 coming
Season
out?
2 will not be coming out this year, sadly.
Oh,
It will be
oh.
coming back
2018.
2018.
Oh, I heard
Okay.
about that. It's kind
Yeah.
of like Attack on Titan. Is Attack on Titan coming out this year?
Attack on Titan.
Like,
I guess HBO doesn't have.
it's an anime which is also sci-fi.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like Attack on Titan. Is it? And I guess Voltron also is kind of half anime, half. It's
Yes.
not.
Oh,
The
is that
anime
like live
people
action?
don't count it as anime. It's like a cartoon.
Is it?
kind of thing.
Oh, because it's made in America.
Yeah.
I thought it was made in Japan.
Oh, they have Japanese like producers and stuff.
Oh.
Anyway, this is an episode about Westworld.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it's goodbye from us, the three of us, and yeah, see you guys in 2 weeks. Yeah, okay, bye.
Bye!